Saying he would return to US for fair trial, Snowden wants people to know why I did what I did. I'm not asking for a pardon. But if I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison, then one bottom line demand that we all have to agree to is at least I get a fair trial.
Here's a summary of the article.
Edward Snowden said Monday that he would return to the United States if afforded a fair trial where the American public could hear why he leaked global surveillance documents to the press. Of course I would like to return to the United States, said Snowden. The most important fact to the government, Snowden said, is that they do not want the jury to be able to consider the motivations why I did what I did, when the government is embarrassed after being caught breaking the law. Snowden said, they say the people who revealed that lawbreaking have caused serious harm to national security. He pointed to the case of Pentagon Papers whistleblower Daniel Ellsberg. If we can't trust newspapers, if we can't agree on the basic facts and then have a discussion about whether this was right or wrong, not what's lawful or unlawful, Snowden said, we're losing our position as a democracy and as a government that is controlled by the people rather than people that are controlled by the government. Trevor Timm, co-founder and the executive director of the Freedom of the Press Foundation, explained in 2013 how Snowden's chances at a fair trial are likely nil. If Edward Snowden comes back to the US to face trial, he likely will not be able to tell a jury why he did what he did, and what happened because of his actions.
This post received a score of 15,967, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Perfect summary of what's going on in America right now. We are approaching a point of no return. I remember how shocked I was the other day when I saw a cop exit his car at the store looking like he was about to be deployed to the front lines of Afghanistan.
He can tell us why he did what he did, but to those of us who will understand and care, we already know why. Instead we were labeled tinfoil hat crazies by everyone because they didn't believe their own government would ever do such a thing to their own people. The proof comes out and they don't even care. They don't want to know. They don't want to believe even when the proof is shoved in their faces. They are willfully ignorant, and when you try to explain why they are wrong they just dig themselves in deeper because they are stubborn.
Orwell feared that the truth would be concealed from us. Huxley feared the truth would be drowned in a sea of irrelevance, amusing ourselves to death.
Ray Bradbury feared we would stop wanting to know the truth.
Nathan Jessup feared we couldn't handle the truth.
Robert Heinlein knew that violence, naked force, has settled more issues in history than has any other factor.
If people don't understand their own interests, they can't protect them, with either force or anything else.
If you don't have the yolk, you can't emulsify the hollandaise.
I'd advise him not to do it. Once he's here, they will pull out the national security card 100 times, and will use that to muddy the waters so that it would never, ever be fair.
He doesn't really have a choice, his asylum's up next year, and the US will be waiting to get him.
Pretty sure that Russia earlier this year confirmed that it's ready to extend the asylum.
Russia will keep him as long as it's politically beneficial to them, not a second longer.
The thing is, that could be his entire life. He is reasonably famous, and showing that they have his back or do not have his back can make other people more or less willing to make deals with Russia in the future.
I think for Russia it's a long con. If another whistleblower or political asylum seeker with more loose morals than Snowden came to Russia for asylum, they might start blabbing about state secrets. Plus Russia loves pissing off America. Regardless of who is in the Oval Office. And what better way to do than harbor the most effective whistleblower of USA's complete lack of respect for their citizens?
4 years ago, I told the U.S. government I'd return to the U.S. if I was guaranteed a fair trial. The United States responded with a letter from the Attorney General saying they promised they would not torture me.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.